What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop going in. Sources have confirmed that Lisa Marie Presley, the daughter of Elvis Presley and Priscilla Presley, has died. Sources say that she was pronounced dead at the LA area hospital where she was taken after suffering cardiac arrest Thursday morning. Now, she was rushed to the hospital after her housekeeper found her unresponsive at her Calabasas home. Her ex-husband was there, and he performed CPR on her until paramedics arrived and took over. They administered at least one dope of epinephrine. I don't know why I always fumble with that word, but epinephrine, and during resuscitation efforts. EMS said that they were able to gain a pulse, but she was transported to the hospital and she died. Now, here's the thing about Lisa Presley that impressed me. She came from such wealth, notoriety, and means by way of her father. But you never really heard of her getting caught up in scandals and stuff. The closest thing that you can say that she might have been caught up in was with her relationship with Michael Jackson, when she was married to Michael for 2 years. But she never got out there wild. You know, she could have definitely been that type of chick. But you just never really heard any like embarrassing stories about her and stuff. She was able to keep that off of her record. And to grow up as a kid under the spotlight in Hollywood, fam, that's admirable. For that, alone, fam, I gotta give her the 3 claps, man. I gotta give it to her. It seems like Lisa Marie Presley is like one of those celebrities who she was well known, but she wasn't like overexposed. Another thing that impressed me about her was that she didn't rely on her looks or just her name. She didn't just sit back and say, "Yeah, I'm just gonna do this and look cute and just enjoy life." She actually put herself out there. I remember during Hurricane Katrina, and this is important. During Hurricane Katrina, I remember her working with Oprah Winfrey to get the people in need in Louisiana, in New Orleans specifically, toiletries and clothes, socks, water, napkins, all kinds of stuff. You know, I remember that. I remember that very well. And you know, people in my opinion that give back, that devote themselves to humanitarian efforts. I give them a lot of credit, because a lot of people don't do that. You know, a lot of people complain, but they don't really do anything about it. So she used her celebrity to actually help people. She spent a lot of time, and that's something that a lot of y'all probably don't know. Like some of y'all in the comments who are really saying some mean things about her. Y'all probably don't even know that she probably helped some of your family members out, with her charitable efforts. Some of y'all probably don't know that. So I'm here to let you know. I'm here to remind you. When people die, fam, I'm gonna call a strike, and a ball, a ball. If I feel like they was against me or my people, or if I just felt like they wasn't right, and I want to speak on it, I'm gonna be very candid about it. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. Likewise, if I feel like that they did good for humanity, I feel like the time that they spent here, they did some good, and they were decent people. I'm gonna speak on that too. I'm gonna call a strike, and a ball, a ball. So yeah, I'm gonna give her credit. I never remember, I can never recall her being caught up in scandals. I don't ever remember her like throwing herself out there, being like a person that compromises her integrity. She always came across as a classy woman, a dignified woman. And, I can't help but salute that. Going in, fam, we read some of these comments. Guess. Let's see. Fiona Mary. Yeah, that's one of the things that I was wondering. Was there a pre-existing condition? Because for her to die that young, to die at 54 years old, that, something had to be wrong, right? But here's the thing, fam. They said that there were no drugs found. They haven't given a full cause of death yet. They haven't given an official cause of death. But they have said already that there were no drugs. So I guess they did some type of drug test. They said there was no drugs in her system. So, but here's another thing. She fought like hell to stay here. They say that she went into cardiac arrest several times before she finally died. Her heart gave up on her several times. And another thing, shouts out to her ex-husband, Danny. This guy gave her CPR, so he gave her a chance. Because had he not been there to administer CPR, then she wouldn't even had a fighting chance. So shouts out to him. Even though they were no longer together, they were together at that moment. And that's got to count for something. Shouts out to all you out there who can maintain civility in your relationships that you no longer have that are intimate. Because oftentimes when we can have kids, and another thing, like condolences to her kids, she left 3 kids behind and a mother. Condolences to her mother. Oftentimes when we get in relationships and we have problems and things go bad, we become worst enemies. We can't stand nothing about our ex. I mean, we hate them, and really it comes from immaturity, sometimes from the ex. Sometimes we really hate that person because that person did us so dirty, and they continue to do us dirty. So we develop this just thick skin that like this person, we just get this attitude that this person is just dirt. Sometimes it's mutual. Sometimes you mutually treat each other like dirt, and you treat each other like dirt before you broke up, and you treat each other like dirt in the aftermath of breaking up. But it's something to be said about 2 people who decide to enter into a relationship and they go through all the ups and downs. For 10 years, they were married. They had 3 children. Well, they had 2 children together. And so they did all of this stuff. They went through all of this stuff together. And they realized they couldn't live together anymore. They couldn't be in a relationship together anymore, an intimate, monogamous relationship anymore, but they remain civil toward one another. And it's something to be said about couples who are able to rise above their feelings and continue to be civil toward one another. Because if you think about it, if you've been in a relationship before and you've been married and you got kids and all this type of stuff, there had to be something about that person at some point that made you fall for that person, made you like that person, made you want to be around that person, made you want to have unprotected sex with that person. There had to be something about that person that was good. And perhaps that good is still in that person, but they decided to cut you off from that good because they thought you wasn't deserving. Or perhaps you cut them off from the good that was in you because you thought they was undeserving. But it didn't make you a bad person. It just means that you decided that you was going to withhold your affection, your love, your concern, your generosity for that particular person. Doesn't make you a bad person. Sometimes people just can't get along and they're not good for each other. Doesn't mean that they're not good people. They're just not good for each other. So shouts out to dude, for being there and, and giving her a fighting chance. Who is that? Jabbar Ali. What up? TT baby, what up? A lot of people are dying of cardiac arrest, which means that people are having heart trouble for various reasons. Some of it is hereditary, but a lot of it is what we put in our mouths. A lot of it is what you eat and what you drink. It's lifestyle choices. A lot of it is lifestyle. Willie Jeremiah, what up? Sister Soul, absolutely. Stress is a factor. Also, stress is big. What's up, Willie Ferguson? Somebody said, who was that? Kelly said, I wonder if her ex was doing drugs. I just stated that they said, at least the hospital reported, that there was no sign of drug use. So they nipped that in the bud right away. Catherine Williams, what's up? Yeah, all we got is speculation right now. Yeah, you got prescription drugs could be a factor. Elvis went into cardiac arrest. That's how her father died. They said from prescription drug use, overdose of prescription drug use. She was married 3 times. Married 3 times. No, she married Mike, who was that? Danny, I forgot his last name. She married Michael Jackson, Danny, and that other guy. She married Nicolas Cage. She was married to Nicolas Cage for a while. Yeah. So, correction, fam. It didn't say that there was no drugs. They said that it appears to be no drugs on the scene of her medical emergency. That's what they said. So they didn't rule out drug use. They said it appears to be no drugs on the scene of her medical emergency, which took place in her Calabasas home. And I think this will probably have a fresh sting on it since she had just appeared at the Golden Globe Awards to support the actor who played her father in the movie Elvis. So I think he picked up a Globe for his role in that film. So that's my time, fam. I just wanted to jump on here real quick and pay homage. Pay homage. Like I say, I'm very fond of people who give back. And she was a humanitarian. She was a person. She was a philanthropist. She was a person who spent a lot of time doing for others. She played a big role. She was one of the celebrities who played a big role in relief efforts for Hurricane Katrina. So I'm gonna give her props for that. This is there was a whole lot of people who sat it out. You dig what I'm saying? And she wasn't one of them. So salute for that. My condolences to her family, her fans, her friends, all that have been affected by her death. I know it's a cold-blooded one for her family because she lost her son not too long ago to an overdose. That was 2020, I believe. So, condolences to all that have been affected. R.I.P. Lisa Marie Presley. No more talk.